Hello, my impatiens. Good afternoon. How are you doing? How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you will be joining and engaging with me. I hope you will be talking to me. Because I'm lonely and I really would like somebody to talk to. I'm lonely and I really would like somebody to talk to. Hey, slaves, how you doing, slaves? What's going on, my amigo? Patrick says you're pouring your life down the drain, living in an internet fantasy land rather than going out into the real world. True that, Patrick. True that. True that. Sleeve says, good afternoon. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, TGIF, Sleeves. TGIF. Patrick says, so you're not serious about recovery then? I am. I'm seeing my friend I'm serious about recovery. Okay, I'm seeing a friend for a movie tomorrow. Really, I'm going to go to the SOAR program Monday. What can I do really today? Somebody says you'd be taking meds if you were serious about recovery. Okay, fair point. Fair point. I'm not taking meds. That's for sure. I'm taking the Abilify 10 milligrams, but I'm not really taking meds. That's true. What's this? I got marker on my shoot. I hope that comes out. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? I don't really do shout outs, Kevin, but how you doing? So he says, stop posting online all the time. Go out there, get a life. Live in the real world, Live in the real world. Get out of your Joanne Greenberg solitary fantasy world and get a life, guy, Get a life. Get a life. Get a life. Get a life. Dave says the Troll Garden always wins. The Troll Garden always wins. The Troll always, Dave. Chiba says always. Andrew would rather live in fantasy than reality. Andrew would rather live in a solitary daydream world than socially engage with people. And he'd rather blame people. Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, James. How you doing? Good to see you, James. James Christian in the house. So Dave says, talk about puking up your pills. Well, Dave, actually, your theory is very misinformed. According to Dr. Copland, and this is very much true for Latuda, many years ago, I would take the Latuda and I would vomit. Not intentionally, but because the Latuda made me nauseous. And Dr. Copland says, the pills are almost instantaneously digested and metabolized. So apparently, even if I were to puke up the Abilify, which I'm not, even if I were to do that, it wouldn't really make that much of a difference. It would be pretty much in my system. So, according to Dr. Copland, I was worried because I was puking up the Latuda every night, and I said, he prescribed Zofran, so I didn't do that. But yeah, I don't think that's really anything to worry about. So yeah, I mean, but to answer your question, I'm not throwing up any medication. I'm just not doing that. It's I'm just not throwing up my medication. I'm taking my medication with my father on the camera, and I don't throw it up. So, but even hypothetically speaking, if I were to, it wouldn't even make a difference, according to Dr. Coplin. It would get metabolized and digested. So, basically, I'm taking the Abilify 10 milligrams. I'm not taking the Lamictal. I am not throwing up the pills, but I'm saying if I were to, which I'm not, because I was throwing up the Latuda accident. I mean, well, because the Latuda made me nauseous, and I was concerned, and I needed to take it. And he said, "Yeah, it pretty much instantaneously gets digested, but it's obviously a bad experience, vomiting every night." So I wouldn't worry about the vomit thing. Once you swallow the pills, you're pretty much taking the pill, according to Dr. Coplin many years ago. So I'm not gonna lie. I had a beverage, an adult beverage, and maybe I will go to the Starry Night Cafe tonight. How long after having an adult beverage does it take before you drive? Because I don't want to get in, I don't want to I mean, how long before they're out of your system? How long before the adult beverage is out of your system? How long before you're safe to legally drive? How many hours? How many hours would you say? Or would you just stay in and wait till tomorrow morning? Somebody says, look it up. Okay. How long after consuming alcohol can you drive? Should you drive after consuming alcohol? I guess it all depends. How long after consuming alcohol can you drive? Okay, let's go to Google. You should wait at least 1 hour for each drink you've had. Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, the Starry Night Cafe isn't going to even really be hopping until like 7 p.m. anyway. So if I had one, well, let me see how big it was. I had a one sec. It was the content of it was 25.4 fluid ounce, and how much was the volume of 5% alcohol. So what would you say? Somebody says even if somebody says you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. It doesn't matter how big it was. So it was like 20, 24 or 25, and it was 5. It was one of those big cans, and It was 5% alcohol. Maybe I should just take it easy tonight and see my friend for Captain America tomorrow. Anybody still here? Anybody still here or not really? I guess I cleared out the house. Sleeves says another quiet night at home. That's for sure, Sleeves. Another quiet night at home. Erie says, hey to the comedic genius. Hello, Erie. Thank you for recognizing my comedic genius ability. Dave says, maybe your mother should get a breathalyzer installed on your car just to be safe. Dave, I think that's going a bit overboard. I just have a beer or a hard seltzer now and then. But I think that's going a bit overboard. I don't drink and drive, Dave. But I hear you. Somebody says, I'm doing chores in the other room, but wanted to recognize your songwriting and singing too. Thank you for recognizing my songwriting and singing. Any special requests? You guys want me to get into my underwear and do some songs? Any special requests, guys? I can get into my underpants and do songs. I want to be a rock star. Dave says, invest in a Speedo next payday. You don't like, okay, that's fair enough. I actually have a Speedo bathing suit. I'll show you. Yeah, right here. It's actually a Speedo bathing suit, but it's kind of like shorts. It looks really good on me. Oh wait, I don't think it is Pedo. I think wait, the S got it says Pedo. Shit, the S got rubbed off. So did my mother do that? It says Pedo. Shit. Somebody must have done that. I guess going through the. Oh no, the P is ripping too. Yeah, let's rip the P. So it says Edo. Now it just says Nito. Now it just says Nito. Nito. Yeah, Nito's good. Nito's fine. Yeah, I guess it just got worn out. I got my pedo pants. Good fix. Nito's cooler than pedo. Yeah. They look really good on me though. I should get another pair. Yeah, Nito better than pedo, that's for sure. Erie says pedo very appropriate. How do you figure Erie? I disagree with that. I'm not a pedophile. How do you figure I am? Let's hear how Erie. Let's hear Erie's explanation on that. How do you figure I'm a pedophile, Erie? I'm very much not into, you know, I'm into women in their 20s and 30s. And I'm a man who's 37 years old. That's what I'm into, you know. So like, how do you figure I'm a pedophile, Erie? Please elaborate. Like of age, consenting, cis woman, non-biologically related. Erie says the kick messages. Yeah, I was 30 at the time, and these women were saying they were like 21, and I didn't vet them too thoroughly. They were leading me to believe they were of age, and I think they were of age. I'm not a pedophile, quite frankly. I'm not a pedophile. I'm into women in their 20s and 30s. That's what I'm into. So. Long story, long story. You want me to read the? You want me to read the email? You want me to read the kick email to you guys? Erie introduced a shotgun. Let's kick. Let's get the Dr. Garrett email. Okay, it's called "Sexual Conversations. Would You Be Worried?" June 23rd, 2018. I said, since I didn't have a sex life, a social life, or a life in general, I was living in an internet fantasy world. I used to post nude pictures of myself all over the internet, although I've stopped doing it. I fear negative things will stem from that. I began posting photos in pornography subreddits, meaning I did nothing illegal. From there, people began messaging me on Kik. I sent nude pictures to them. They sent me nudes. I assumed they were all of legal age, but I didn't vet them too thoroughly. Right now, no one cares about my existence, but I plan on becoming rich and famous. When I do, I fear I may have unknowingly sent nudes and received nudes from a minor. If someone misrepresented themselves as being of legal age or didn't say, is it still a crime? Anthony Weiner got 2 years in jail for transferring obscene material to a minor. I'm really scared I wouldn't do well in jail. Most of the chats happened months ago. I want to call up the police myself and tell them to investigate just to ease my anxiety. I just want to reassure myself I did nothing wrong, but my mom says that's stupid. Again, they did not specify they were underage. In fact, many even said they were in their 20s. They found me through a mature porn subreddit. However, it only takes one. Although I didn't know at the time, I was told a lot of high school kids use Kik, but so do a lot of people for anonymous adult chats, which is what I was doing. But I wasn't being anonymous. My face was usually in the pictures. Basically, I was a fool. I learned my lesson. I'll never send nudes to someone I don't know ever again. Let's just hope everyone was legal. I want this behind me. Would you be worried? Dr. Copland said on June 24th, 2018, nothing is going to happen, Andrew, but your posts are always in the very past tense, even though new ones are bound to emerge. Dr. C. I said on June 26th, 2018, I was chatting with many of these anonymous people, believing they were my ex-girlfriend or an old friend or a celebrity undercover like Taylor Swift. So even though I played along, I was believing it was someone who cared about me in the back of my mind. Would you be worried I'm obsessing again? And Dr. Garrett said on July 6th, 2018, Andrew, no need to call the police. You have done nothing illegal. You have not harmed anyone. Nothing to worry about. If anyone could be hurt, I can imagine you being emotionally hurt if taken in by a predatory person online who wants to exploit your loneliness and exhibitionistic inclinations. Dr. G. And Dr. Copland said on July 7, 2018, Yes, you need Clozaril, Andrew. You are a time bomb. I said to Dr. Kaplan on July 7th, 2018, what do you mean I'm a time bomb? Maybe the conversations and things I've done haven't hurt me yet, but if I don't get control and don't stop it, I may ruin my life if I haven't already, right? You know, Dr. Kaplan said on July 7th, 2018, I am concerned you are getting yourself involved with dubious characters even after the FBI has been called. In the recent past, even after the FBI has been called in the recent past, you don't want to get involved with this crowd. It satisfies your manic side. It's the cycle that's the time bomb. So that's what Erie was referring to, obviously. That's what Erie was referring to, obviously. Yeah, it was many years ago. It was like 2018, and it was I was just posting things on Reddit, and basically everything in the email is accurate and true. Yeah, I'm definitely not a pedophile. I'm into women in their 20s and 30s. Erie says, I wouldn't say Andrew is a pedophile. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't want to be in a room with a kid. Why would I even want to be? I'm not, unless, why would I babysit a fucking kid? You know what I mean? So, I mean, even though Erie says, I don't trust Andrew to be alone with a kid. I mean, okay, why would I want to be alone with a kid? I don't want to be, Good. Okay, you don't want me, alone. I don't give a shit. Kids are just, I don't want to be, you know what I mean? Why would I fucking want to be around kids? I don't even really want, I mean, maybe I want to have a family of my own someday, but I'm not defensive. I just had some alcohol. I'm sorry. I'm getting defensive because I'm kind of messed up right now. I'm kind of messed up right now, guys. So go easy on me. Go easy on me. Go easy on me right now because I'm kind of under the influence of alcohol. Go easy, LOL. And nobody wants a man for a fucking babysitter anyway. Like, who the fuck wants a man to babysit a fucking kid? Like nobody wants that. So I don't want. First off, I want to be around women in their 20s and 30s. That's what I want to be around. Like I don't. So it's like, okay. Oh, I don't want Andrew. Okay, good. I don't want to be around fucking kids. Why would I want to be? I like sexy women in their 20s and 30s, man. That's what I like. Hell, I even like women in their 40s, 50s as well. I like older women too, but just we'll go with women in their 20s and 30s. Somebody says you like the age gap dynamic. I wouldn't mind dating a 21-year-old, but like I said, I date legal, of age, consenting, non-biologically related, and so on. All right, guys, I'm gonna make I'm alive too. Yes, you got to make sure they're alive. You don't want to date a deceased woman. That's bad. All right, guys, I'm gonna make a Patrick Pelican. I'm gonna make a pee-pee, a Patrick Pelican. A Patrick Pelican. Be right back. Okay, coming to the live stream at this time, standing 6'6" tall, weighing 273 pounds. Sal Waters, wee wee wah, wee wah, wee wee wah, wee wah. Erie says, I take back calling you a pedophile. It's just really not true, Erie. It's just really not true. In fact, even around, I mean, I'm like the nicest guy. I'm really respectful to women. I'm just like really the nicest guy. It's just schizoaffective that creeps people out. Basically, it's just my mental illness that creeps people out. I'm really not like a dangerous or predatory person, quite frankly. And the reason I had those chats is because I was lonely. I didn't have a girlfriend. I needed romance in my life. Frankly, I'm not a predatory or kind of person. So and I love women and so on. So just quite frankly, yeah, Rusty, that was an alcohol-induced entrance. Somebody says, you're the nicest guy except to your parents. Are you a monster behind your mask? I think with my parents, it's codependency, hostile dependency, And I think... Let's get some more water. It's important to hydrate yourself. All right. Rusty says, don't drive for 2 to 3 hours. Okay, so maybe I'll take a drive around 7 p.m. and I'll go to the Starry Night Cafe tonight. Woo! Let's see if any of my mom's around. Okay, what's going on here? Erie wants 5% alcohol, a beer, 23.5 ounce. So, quite frankly, it's just, it's going to be out of my system in like 3 hours. No, it was a beer. It was a Foster's. I'll show you what it was. Annie the foster child. No, don't send it to my mother. Erie says, my mother's not on social media anyway, so you can't even send it to my mother. Erie says, I'm taking a screenshot and I'm sending it to your mother. Fuck you, Erie. My mother's not on social media anyway. She thinks the internet's evil. I'll deliver it by mail. I'll deliver it to your address. You better not. You better not. You better not, damn it. Erie will hand deliver it. Apparently, she lives on the corner, so it wouldn't be very hard. Erie says she lives right around the corner. Do you really, Erie? Do you really? Let's take a look at Erie's photo. Erie lives right around the corner. It's a trap house. I should really stop drinking. I don't want to become an alcoholic. I don't want to become dependent on alcohol. That'd be a disaster. That's the last thing I need. I already have like fucking a million problems. I don't need 1,000,001 problems. I don't need to be a fucking alcoholic now too. I gotta really stop drinking. I've got like a fucking million problems. Let's add alcohol to the mix. It's fun, but but all addictions start out fun, right? Until they turn into addictions. Patrick says 1 beer doesn't make you an alcoholic. You just need to be responsible. You have more of a coffee problem than an alcohol problem. That's for sure. I drink coffee every day. Somebody says Jane's Addiction is fun. You want me to sing Jane Says by Jane's Addiction? In my underpants? In my underpants. All right. I need to get the lyrics though. This. Okay, let me get into my underpants. Don't want a wardrobe malfunction here. Remember, guys, I just drank a lot of fluid, so if I appear a little fat, I blame it on the fluid. I blame it on all the beverages I drank. Okay. Let's try to do the lyrics off the top of my head. Den, 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 den. Jane says, I'm done with Sergio. He treats me like a rag doll. She hides the television. Says I don't know him nothing. But if he come round again, tell him, wait right here for me, or try again tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow. I'm gonna kick tomorrow. Bum 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 bum. Jane goes to the store. I don't know, man. I gotta get the lyrics. I'll do a rendition of it soon. I don't know the lyrics well enough, to be honest. Somebody says I was nailing it. I need the lyrics, unfortunately. Someone wants break stuff. Bam, 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 bam. It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. no human contact. And if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit it, letting shit slip, or you'd be leaving with a fat lip. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I think you better quit it, talking that shit, punk. It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with a blood stain. Damn right I'm a maniac. You better watch your back, cause I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you're just locked up, next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. I feel like shit. And my suggestion is to keep your distance. Cause right now I'm dangerous. We've all felt like shit. And been treated like shit. All those motherfuckers who want to step up. I hope you know I pack a chainsaw. I'll skin your ass raw. And if my day keeps going this way, I just might break something tonight. I pack a chainsaw. I'll skin your ass raw. And if my day keeps going this way, I just might break something tonight. I'll pack a chainsaw. I'll skin your ass raw. And if my day keeps going this way, I just might break your fucking face tonight. Give me something to break. Give me something to break. How about your fucking face? I hope you know I pack a chainsaw. What? A chainsaw? What? A motherfucking chainsaw? What? Alright. Alright, should I put my clothes back on, guys? Doing a little dance for you guys. All right. Yeah, I did the stroke. That was the stroke. It's the stroke. It's the stroke. All right. So he says the original stroke was a lot more animated. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, I'm old and my body hurts. Who wants to? I'm going to put my clothes back on. I'm kind of cold, guys. It's kind of cold today. Putting my clothes back on. Putting my clothes back on. Putting my clothes back on. All right. Dave says it kind of looks like he had a stroke. Maybe I did. Erie, if you live around the block, where do you live, Erie? Are you interested in dating, Erie? Yeah, I apologize to my father. What should I get for dinner? Should I get Chinese food? Erie lives in a trap house. Did he accept the apology? I'm not really sure. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. So he says, what terrible thing are you going to call him next? That's true. Let's call my father. Let's call my father and see if he wants to get dinner tonight. All right, so I'm chatting with a woman on Bumble. What's a question I can ask a woman on Bumble? What's a question I can ask her? It seems to be going well. She seems to be pretty interested. She says I sing a lot better than her. I'll ask her, do you have any fun plans for the weekend? Dave says her measurements. Do you have any fun plans for the weekend? That's what I'm asking her. I'm seeing a friend for a movie. Okay, cool. Let's swipe on a lot of these people. Swipe, 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 swipe. Basically, you like everyone as long as they're a woman. That's the key. That's the key to these dating apps. As long as they're alive, consenting, non-biologically related, a cis woman, you just like them. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go get dinner. I think I'm going to go walk somewhere and get some dinner. Let me call my father and see if he wants to get dinner with him. No, to be honest with you, the reason I do look and see if we're compatible, but I try to match. I try to get matches. Let me see if my father wants to get hibachi Chinese today. He might be at the gym. He's usually at the gym at this time. Yeah, he's probably at the gym. Yeah, he didn't pick up, unfortunately. Let me call me Madre and see if my mother's making dinner. Hey Ma, hey Ma, are you making anything for dinner? Oh, did you put it on yet or not yet? How long will it take to create? Okay, you can put on the salmon now, I guess. All right. Bye-bye. Okay, I guess I'm having salmon for dinner. The maid is cooking the salmon. That's what TB says. The maid is cooking the salmon. What are we doing? Not much, Tiger. What's going on with you? My buddy Tiger in the house. We got TB and Tiger, my two enablers. I love you guys though. You two are my two favorite because you go soft on me. TB and Tiger got a soft spot in my heart. My two enablers. Love you two. We are the best enablers, not gonna lie. Thank you, TB. Rusty, you're a pretty good enabler too, but occasionally you get a little harsh on me. I do dig you though. You're one of my top inpatients. But yeah, Rusty and Tiger and TB are definitely the top two enablers. Erie, you're harsh on me. You're not an enabler. You're definitely an inpatient though. No, you're like number one, Rusty. You're like number one. So is TB. So is a Tiger. You're all like number one. You're all rock and roll. Rusty, you're like number one too. So Tiger says me and Rusty are basically the same guy. Rusty has put up with years of your delusions. Yeah, I think I need kind of like a coddling, soft woman, but I also need somebody to be a little tough on me. I need a woman who's like coddling and nurturing and motherly, but I also need somebody a little tough too. Somebody says Andrew was fixated on Tiger in January. It was kind of like Man Crush Ed. Somebody says you've been coddled for 20 years. You need to be. Tiger says, I'm just saying, if Rusty's harder on you, it's because he's been dealing with you for a while, big dog. There's nothing attractive about the word coddle. Coddle me. Chiba, I mean, you're obviously very strict. Tiger says he's hard on the ladies. He doesn't want me to be hard on him. All right, Tiger, don't be hard on me, please. Please don't be hard on me. Sleeve says you're effectively still a child because of the coddling. Somebody says Pete says he's hard on me when I abuse my parents. Fair enough. Rusty says, listen, bud, I'm not saying tie you to a chair and hit you in the nuts with the balls with a rope. Isn't that a James Bond torture scene in Casino Royale? They tie him to a chair and hit his balls with a rope. I remember that. That was Casino Royale, correct? Rusty says it is. It is Casino Royale. I remember that scene. That was a good movie. That was a pretty good movie. I like Daniel Craig as James Bond. It's too bad his era is over. Daniel Craig did a good James Bond. Casino Royale was really good. Skyfall was really good. TV says, I thought that was the plot of Cock and Bull Torture. Ms. Andrew, eventually we're making an art collective. You got to work on your art in all phases. Stand up, painting, drawing, etc. Okay, Tiger, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Everyone is going to be on the collective. Dave says, August of 2018. You want me to read the August of 2018 email about my drawings? All right, fair enough. When I first started drawing, I sent an email to Dr. Garrett on August 10th, 2018. Here are some drawings I made. If you'd like to see more, let me know. Dr. Garrett asked me on August 13th, 2018, when did you draw these? I said on August 13th, 2018, why? Do you like them? I created them last week and this week. It's meant to look like an elementary school kid drew them. That's the joke. It's supposed to be absurd. LOL. And, this made Dave think, I wasn't serious about my artwork in 2025. But remember, that's when I first started drawing. That's when I first started doing it in 2018. Many years later, I'm very serious about it. Things can change. Just because something was true in August of 2018 doesn't mean it's true in February 2025. You know what I mean? Times change, people change. And I do it twice a week now, you know? So just because that email is from 2018 doesn't mean I'm very much not taking it seriously in 2025. I think that's a very interesting point. Tiger says you need to draw every day. I've changed. You want to see? You want to see my drawings from 2018? I'll show you my drawings from 2018, and I'll show you my drawings from today. I've very much progressed and gotten better. I mean, whether you want to admit it or not. These are my drawings when I first started drawing. Here we go. This was something that took place in 2016. This was 2018. This is when I first started drawing. This is the first drawing I did. This is the second drawing I did. This is the third drawing I did. This is the fourth drawing I did. Fifth drawing I did. Sixth drawing I did. Seventh. You know, as you can see, I've progressed significantly since these drawings. You know. So there's definite progression there. So he says you've progressed from preschool to first grade. And I'll show you the recent drawings. These are the recent drawings, guys. Okay, baseball bat. That's my mother's. That's one I just did. This is really good. This is definitely progress from that. You got to admit. You got to give me credit on this one at least. That's progress. That's my mother's. Even this is progress. I've made progress, guys. So I mean, if you think I haven't made progress, Sleeve says no props. It all sucks. All right. I mean, even if you think it sucks, I've improved since 2018. Somebody says you made progress, but you would have made more if you practiced every day for the last 7 years. Somebody says I can't wait to see what they look like in 2040. Andrew, time is not on our side here, big dog. You don't have another 10 years. Fair enough. It's time. It's now or never. It's now or never. It's now or never. I mean, there's. I mean, at least with this one. I mean, this is real. Somebody says I can't see a difference. This tremendous improvement over what I was drawing. Somebody says I can't see a big difference, but if you say so. Somebody says you've just switched from crayon to marker. All right. If you don't like my drawings, what do you want me to focus on? Open mic night? You want me to go to open mic night? Do you think comedy is my strength? Do you think I'm a comic genius and I should focus on performing? Somebody says, art in this sense is not your ticket. Do you think my ticket is comedy? Dave says, yes. Go to Paradise Studios tonight. Prepare some jokes. Do Paradise Studios tonight. Tiger says, there's nothing wrong with your style exactly, but people who do art like you can draw proportionate humans. Tiger says, you're definitely more of a performer than a painter. All right, so I'm going to get, if I were to go to Paradise Studios tonight, what jokes would you guys like to see me perform? I should be nice and sober by that time. What jokes would you like to see me perform? I know Dave's going to say not see. He wants the not see joke. Not Dave. Rusty's going to say not see. So what jokes do you want to see me do? The not see joke. I could do the peanut butter bit on stage. All right, what jokes do you want to see me do? La 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 la. I could do some of my songs on stage too. You want me to do some of my songs? Yours is, will you bring a spoon of peanut butter with you? Tiger says, I support Andrew, but he needs to get real. Fair enough, Tiger. Fair enough. All right. Oh, I don't think performing is really for me tonight. Maybe I'm just going to take it easy and watch a movie with a friend tomorrow. Tiger says, I don't want to see you homeless or locked in the psychiatric hospital because you do have some talent, but you're not able to harness it really. I love apples and bananas. Patrick says, another excuse not to get out of the house. Yeah, I don't even know what jokes to perform. I'm not funny. I don't feel funny anymore. Okay, let's look at my comedy. Let's look at some of my comedy. Okay, playlists, comedy, edit. Oh no, get playlist. I don't know. I'll think about it, guys. I got some time to go. Let's check out when Paradise Studios operates. Let's see when they're going for. I got time to prepare tonight. Let's see. I think it goes from 7:30 to 9:30. So I got hours to prepare. So I can still go. I can still go. I'm gonna peace out for now. I might do Paradise Studios later. I'm gonna have some dinner. And I might prepare some jokes later. I'll be back. I'll be back in like an hour. I'm just gonna listen to some music. I'm gonna unwind, and I'll be back for round two or round four actually later. No, I could go to Paradise Studios. I could go on first. I could do some jokes. All right, guys. Peace out. I'll be back in like an hour. See you, and I'll let you know whether or not I'm going to go to Paradise Studios tonight. I'll talk to you soon. Later, guys.